time too, baby girl, you'll die, you the truth. That right. People can't stop, they staring, they looking at you. Fix everybody, baby girl, now you feel brand new. I love it, baby. Lights, camera, extra paparazzi is all on you.
We'll be posting clips from Beautiful Disaster Talk Show, and you guys will be the first to see it. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, and maybe even make a friend if you comment on our post below.
Subscribe to Beautiful Disaster today, and we'll see you real soon on our YouTube page. Hi guys, welcome to Beautiful Disaster.
As you already know, our show, Beautiful Disaster, is all about self-love and cosmetic surgery. Today's guest is Shanelle, and she's currently fighting breast cancer. She's here to tell her story because she wants everyone to know that cosmetic surgery is not always an option. Sometimes it has to be done. So you guys help us welcome Shanelle to the show. Hey, Shanelle.
Hey.
So, you want to start?
I'm so excited.
Okay, so I guess I'll start, and you said it's no like restrictions on what we can ask you.
Talk about anything.
Okay.
I'm open book.
Good. So
I
ain't gonna get all deep through but you know the show's all about like self-love and cosmetic surgery, and a lot of people choose cosmetic surgery because they don't love themselves or how they may look. But in this case, you are currently fighting cancer, and you have to have a breast augmentation after you beat cancer, right?
Correct.
So when did you find out that you had cancer?
I actually found out on May 16th of this year, 2018. My story is basically in February, I was playing basketball with my son and my daughter, and my son kind of made me trip. So I went to the doctor because I felt like I pulled a muscle on my left side. Mm-hmm. And my primary care at the time, he said, yeah, it looks like you pulled the muscle. Here's some muscle relaxers and some pain medicine, and basically go ahead on. Yeah. So the month of March went by. I was like, you know what? This should have been done healed by now. Mm-hmm. Like, I felt a lump underneath. At the time, I was working in New York, flying back and forth to Atlanta. Then April came around. I was like, you know what? Something's really wrong because my breast started hurting. Mm-hmm. Like it was very painful. It started swelling. Before I got diagnosed, I was at a triple D in my left, and my right was a C. So something was really wrong. It started looking like an orange peel, like the skin of an orange, like the little grooves and stuff. Mm-hmm. And it was really hard, like it was stiff. Mm-hmm. So I said, you know what? Let me go to a breast specialist. Mm-hmm. And I went to a breast specialist on May 16th, and she did the ultrasound, and she was scanning, and I could see like the little pockets. I could see it on the ultrasound. Wow. And she looked at me and she said, Shanelle, you have breast cancer.
Wow.
And I'm just like, I just started bawling. I was crying. I was like, what? And I was like, well, what stage do you think it is? She was like, it's probably stage 3. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, okay, wait, breast cancer started stage 0. Yeah. Like, how are we going to skip 0, 1, to 3. And 2? We at 3. Yeah. So I'm just crying. She did a biopsy. I got the biopsy results like a few days later, and they did confirm that I did have stage 3 inflammatory breast cancer. So that's like the worst breast cancer to get, because it affects your skin. Mm-hmm. And then the stage that I found it at, it had already traveled to my lymph nodes. Mm-hmm. So, you know, when it travels to your lymph nodes, that's like an access point for it to travel to the rest of your body. Right. And that's what happened. Yes. And that's when my life changed forever.
Yeah. So now you're in the first stages of treatment.
Of recovery. Yep, of treatment and recovery. So basically, my regimen is to start chemotherapy, and then after chemotherapy, we'll do a double mastectomy, which will remove both breasts. And then the third step is radiation, which is like basically X-ray beams shooting into your skin, and then I'll have reconstruction at step 4. So today, I just finished my last treatment of chemotherapy. Yay. Lord, I just had it today, so I'm done with chemotherapy. I'll take a month break, and then I'll have the mastectomy.
Oh. So the chemo, just to touch a little bit for our social media viewers, can you tell them the experience you had with taking the chemo?
Chemotherapy was horrible. Chemotherapy makes you sick. It makes you nauseated. You throw up constantly. You don't want to move. It makes you super fatigued. You're not active. You're always sick. It makes you lose your hair. It makes you lose your eyebrows. It makes you lose your eyelashes.
Yeah.
You like bald
But
everywhere.
you got it together over here now, honey. You good, like,
Of course. Right.
The eyelashes and brows together, baby. Because
Thank you.
I will
Exactly.
tell you.
I try to stay normal because
Exactly. Yeah.
chemotherapy will tear you down.
Exactly.
Mentally, emotionally,
Right.
physically,
Mhm.
financially.
So what has been like emotionally for you? What is been like?
I've been on a roller coaster. It's like, cause some days I have good days where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna beat cancer, and then the next day I'll have like thoughts about death and like what life would be with me not being here for my children and things like that. So it's an emotional roller coaster.
Right.
It's not easy at all.
Exactly.
It is. Cancer is probably the worst thing that can happen to you.
So during that, do insurance like pay for you to do therapy? Because I know it gotta be.
They pay for therapy sessions, and then a lot of these cancer programs have free things where you can go and have therapy sessions with other women that's going through the same thing. But my insurance covers like everything.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't embarked on the therapy part, but I probably should. But
You
you know,
should,
us as
girl,
black
too.
folks, we be like,
See, that's the
we just
problem.
hold everything in until it blow up.
Until you blow up.
Right. So blow up.
I don't want to blow up, but
Yeah.
I go. But so now let me ask you this: you have to have your breast done. Where you really want to do the reconstruction after. You don't have to.
I have to have my breast removed. That's
Okay.
That's what I definitely have to do. I have to
Right.
be completely removed of all my breast tissue in my left breast. My right breast is optional,
Okay.
but that's what I want to do because I want to lessen the chances of my cancer reoccurring
Right.
to down to 0.
Okay. So if you did not have this particular situation, if you didn't have the cancer and all of that stuff, would you still want to do any type of cosmetic surgery?
I thought about it. I think every woman has thought about it.
I know.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let me take a little from here, put it here,
Mhm.
put some
Exactly,
here.
yeah.
I think we've all thought about it. I've thought about having my breasts reconstructed or augmented before, but I think I would.
And then actually, we were talking before or after mine's. I can't remember.
We talked before yours and we talked
Yeah,
after
exactly.
yours.
Because I met her because she does money cakes and chocolate covered strawberries. Well, I just know my favorite. She do a lot of stuff. But chocolate covered strawberries, girl. So when I couldn't even move, I had to call this lady. I was like, well, I just had surgery and
I would
I'm
come
still good. Can you
deliver
bring
it
to the
to
house?
her.
Gotta get on line one, Shaq.
Man,
you
you
got
got
white
to
chocolate.
eat chocolate
You gotta
covered
have white
strawberries.
chocolate, yeah. I remember.
Yeah, that was the best though.
And I remember what you were going through at that time.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the extent of what you were going through, but because we were just, we were
Right.
just associates at that point.
Yeah.
How was your I'm sorry. How is your family taking it? How did your kids
Yeah,
or
your kids.
My kids are teenagers. Most of them are teenagers. I have a 19-year-old, 17-year-old, 15-year-old, a 12-year-old, and an 8-year-old.
Mhm.
So my 2 oldest girls, they understood what was going on,
Okay.
but I don't think my younger ones grasp cancer.
Mhm.
Everybody's heard the word cancer, this and this and that, but I don't think they understand what it does to your body, what it does to you, period.
Right.
So they were sad, but they were also happy. They knew that mommy was gonna change. They knew that mommy was gonna be smaller. I was thick, honey.
Yeah.
This is small.
Yeah.
So they saw the weight change. They saw that mommy wouldn't eat. They knew mommy always had to have a bucket beside her. She was always laying down. We didn't do the same things that we used to do because I was very active with my kids. We would do all types of stuff. I was a cheer mom, football mom, basketball mom, you name it. I was there. So they saw that change, but they're happy now. Because of my scans being clear and things like that. It was hard in the beginning. it was hard for me because I would cry all the time. I'll try not to cry in front of them. I'm trying not to cry now.
Don't cry.
Don't
Don't
cry.
cry, girl. You done
cry on every
on the day.
Do we cry? We cry. No, we don't cry on every episode. We cry on every live.
Girl, child, on the live, child. Don't go no makeup sometimes.
Right.
You got crying all the time. But well, it's good, and it's good to have a support system when you're going through all of this stuff. And I know that
My support system is huge. I mean, people that
good.
I don't even know. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. It truly is. It truly is.
that's good. I'm just saying, looking at you, you do not look like you
Nothing.
do not. That goes to show
Exactly.
you do not look like what you've been through.
Right.
I
Exactly.
appreciate
Prime
For
example.
real. I'm telling you, I'm
Yep.
like, but then, you know, what does cancer look like? What does,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, anything
Yeah.
look like? You know what I mean? So, you just never know what somebody might be going through, but it's good that you know, you hit the man up, so to speak, and then you handled it, and now you hit the milestone today, and now it's downhill from now, like it's gonna be an easy, smooth road from now.
Yeah, I think I got the hardest part out the way, the chemotherapy, the sickness. Now I just got to get through this surgery. I'm nervous.
About
I'm nervous about
removing or
I'm
getting
nervous
the
about
new
laying
ones?
on that table for so long with the tube in my mouth
Yeah.
and 6 to 8 hours and something going wrong. I'm nervous. That's my next thing I gotta overcome.
Right, yeah. But once you sleep,
I've never
you
had a
sleep.
major surgery before. The
Oh,
only surgery
really?
I've had was my port placement, which is right here, and this is where I get my chemotherapy.
Right.
And they'll take this out during the surgery.
Okay.
So when you go for your surgery?
I meet with my surgeon this Friday, and she's gonna give me a date. So you have to have a month off of chemotherapy before you can have surgery.
Right.
So I'll probably have it like that first week in December.
So then they're gonna remove your breast, and then how long before they reconstruct?
I'll have radiation for 6 weeks, and then I have to wait like a month after that, and then that's when they'll start the reconstruction.
So it's every day for 6 weeks?
Yes, 5 days a week.
Radiation every day?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so that's the next thing. And then, well, let me take that back. They're going to start reconstruction on my right because I won't have to have radiation here. So I'll have an expander put in to stretch my skin because when they remove it, it'll be completely flat. So they're going to put the expander in and put silicone in it. I think like, or saline. Like every week or so, I have to see my plastic surgeon to make it, you know, the size that I desire.
What size are you going to get?
I'm gonna get the same size. I ain't buying no new bras.
see.
I'm 36 too, boo. I ain't got no time to be going to Victoria's Secret buying no $50 bras and new sizes. We gonna keep it what's natural for my size.
What's natural for you.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of well, not a lot, a few celebrities, they opted to just go ahead and take out their breasts anyway.
Because they probably had the gene.
I don't know, but they was just like they didn't want any chance of having it, getting breast cancer. I don't know if it run in their family. I don't
they
know.
probably did get the genetic testing.
Yeah, now recently when I had went to the doctor not too long ago, they did that. You can get like the genetic testing and they'll let you know your chances or you know how prone you are to getting breast cancer, and they give you the option to go ahead and have them removed.
What
But
doctor
that
you
just
went to?
seems
'Cause I wanna
weird
go
to
too.
me. I went to, I go to the one in Lovejoy. I can't even think of it, but I'll give you the name of it. It's South Atlanta something. But yeah, just my normal OBGYN. So they did a genetic. As a matter of fact, I didn't even follow up with them. I need to. But they give you the option. But if somebody told you you could possibly have it, not that you gonna have breast cancer, but you could possibly, you gonna have your breast removed.
I'm gonna get these things out and worry me anyway, child. You right, get to stay on the same side.
Right.
Cause child, I was small then I had them sure and there they go. Honey. Child, they get the sagging and everything. Child, please.
Mine was always smaller. When I was younger, I used to wear like 3 bras to make them look bigger.
Really?
Yeah.
And that it big.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, this enough.
Good.
Enough extra weight.
I get these things removed, gone on.
I think I would too. Because recently I actually just found out that my sister, my younger sister, she just got diagnosed in September.
Are you serious?
With breast cancer?
With breast cancer, she's stage 2, and she has the complete opposite breast cancer than I do. We share the same father. We have different mothers. And when I did my genetic testing, it came back clear that it doesn't run in my family on my dad's side or my mother's side. So it was just like it's like a freak of nature. Like, how can, my sister get it too, and it, not run on my dad's side. But she has a hormone positive breast cancer. So hers is like easier to treat because they have medicines and therapies for that, because they know why she has cancer. Like, what's, make her have cancer. And it's her
hormones?
Her estrogen levels.
Oh.
And, yeah. And mine's harder to treat because they don't know where mine came from.
Wow.
Just out the blue.
Out the blue. Just
out the food.
Probably the food, the environment, stress.
All
knows?
All
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
So we both fighting. She just started chemotherapy. I just ended it.
And
so,
you just ended it. Oh, God.
So her treatment, she still had to go through the same type of treatment.
But she'll get different type of medicines, and then she'll have to take like a pill for the next 5 to 10 years to I guess it suppresses her estrogen levels. Yeah, so
is it the only thing that maybe changed because of her estrogen levels? Like, she didn't get nothing else? Like, she didn't feel any other type of way? Or
like her
have any other problems? Yeah.
She said she started having breast pain, and that's what made her aware. And really what made her really get it checked out was because of me, because I was so open about my breast cancer.
Oh, okay.
And actually, with me coming out with it, so many women have inboxed me and said, I'm having these issues with my breast. Where did you go to get checked out? This and this and that. I mean, so many women. Because they so scared, they don't know what to do.
Right.
You think, any change that you notice in your body, get it checked out. Get it checked out, because life is nothing to play with. It can be taken from you just like that.
And you said your left breast, it was really hard. Like, did it stay hard?
It stayed hard.
Because sometimes when a woman comes on her cycle, you get a little soreness.
I'm talking about like it was a rock in my breast, like hard, like stiff. Like if I jumped up and down, you know how they move, that thing stayed right there.
Oh wow!
Like a.
So it wasn't very noticeable.
Yeah,
it wasn't. You know how sometimes you're like, oh, is this? You might be playing tricks on your mind, might be playing tricks on you, but it was there.
So are you single, or are you
no, I'm in a relationship. I'm in a relationship.
And so how did he take to everything? How did he feel about everything?
It was a shock to him. He
He's a younger guy, or
no, he's older.
Okay.
He's older than me. He actually was my best friend. We've been best friends for about 9 years now. So it's a best friend term relationship.
That's good. Big time,
yeah.
He already
know everything.
He know you're crazy. You know he is. Yes. And then y'all finally gonna get together. Y'all ain't got no secrets.
He's one of my biggest supporters. I love him to death.
Yeah, because that's your best friend. Yeah.
This lady was with this guy, right? And so she was a real mean type of lady. She was mean to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, not mean, but like unappreciative or something like that. And so she ended up getting sick with cancer, and the man left her. He left her.
Oh.
He left her like sick, down bad. In the midst of it all, he left her.
Yeah. And that's I couldn't imagine doing this alone. Now, we all have made mistakes and done things in relationships, and he has stayed by my side like 100%.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
See, that be real love, because you got
exactly.
Ain't nobody perfect.
No,
you gonna make mistakes, especially me and child. They make the stupidest mistakes. What did you what?
Right.
Over and over and over.
Yeah, well, not over and over, but come time here and there,
It seemed like the mistake just same. Didn't you learn from the last mistake? Even if it ain't the same, it just seemed like they could have just caught on from the last one or something. I don't know.
They should think a little more.
But that's good that he there for you and supporting you through everything. That's amazing. So how you feeling today? Because I know today was your last day of the chemo.
I feel good right now.
And you don't got to do that no more. So I know you're glad about that.
I'm super, super excited about that. I feel good today. Normally after I do this type of chemo, I don't really get too sick. I can maneuver better. But I'll probably get sick tonight like maybe like in the wee hours of the morning, like start
Yeah.
feeling, depending on what I eat.
Right.
So
That's why I was just gonna ask about like the holidays coming up. So like Thanksgiving, you'll be able to eat and
yeah,
do
I ain't
everything
changing
normal
nothing.
and
I haven't changed nothing. I need to gain weight. I've lost 30 pounds, so I'm eating whatever. I'm excited, and Thanksgiving is at our house this year.
Yeah,
so.
that's good. So like the whole process of this, what it take like maybe 6 months?
Like a year.
So once they remove them, you don't have to worry about it no more.
You always have the chance of reoccurrence, and my chance of reoccurrence is high. I mean, I'm not completely in the clear, but I'm hopeful, and I pray every day, and I hope that I live, my natural long life. But the chance of reoccurrence, and your reoccurrence can come back within that year. They say once you get past the 5-year mark, your chances of reoccurrence is low. But during that first 5 years, you're like constantly worrying.
And so, what is it? Anything that can make it come back faster? Like if it's more stress, it can make it come back faster.
Nope.
It just pop up when
It
it
just
wants.
pop up when it wants to.
Wow.
They
And
should.
there's nothing you can do.
They don't have like a pill or something that could
I
suppress it.
possibly will be taking a pill called Zolota, and it's supposed to suppress it. It's a chemo pill, so I'll probably take that. But again, there's no cure for cancer.
Right.
There's only treatments for it. You can be cured from it if the cancer doesn't come back, but there is no pill that'll say, "Oh, you'll never get cancer again."
Right, exactly.
Oh, this surgery will prevent you from getting cancer again. It doesn't exist, and that's why we need more research and more people looking into it and more awareness and just it's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. It is horrible.
Well, baby, you done slayed it. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
Yeah, that's
You done slayed it now. I ain't gonna lie to you now.
I know we were talking earlier about self-love, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of the day, the lace will come off. This lace will not be adhesive no more,
Right.
and you'll see what's up under it. These lashes gonna eventually fall off. This
Right.
lipstick, so what I'm saying is, like, you really have to deeply love yourself. You can't love yourself because you're all dolled up, you look a certain way. Like, you have to really internally love yourself, because all these things can be taken away from you. And if you don't look in the mirror and say, you know what, Shanelle, I love you. You know what, Temeka, I love you. You know what, Monique, I love you. Like, you have to say that about yourself and not, get caught up in all the elements of, changing your body, or just what's not natural. And I really learned that this year. Like, I always felt like I had to be dolled up. This and this.
Right,
I ain't gonna take no
exactly.
picture without no lashes. Who?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, these lashes come right on off.
Yeah.
This wig come right on off. This lipstick come right on off, and you still have to
And you.
love yourself.
Yeah.
Bald or no? I'm balding in here.
That's all right, girl. You have the man at home. Rub on the head.
You know what? He hasn't seen me bald.
He
No
hasn't?
one has seen me bald. I ain't
Really?
gonna
You
be
say
able to do it.
you sleep? Oh, you wrap it up. You wrap your hair.
I wrap it up. And
Well.
when the glue starts lifting, just go in the other bathroom, lock the door, and
And fix
reapply.
it on, reapply,
Yeah.
fix it.
I got some old weave out the box. I'm
Yeah.
gonna weave away.
Okay.
And I got the sewing and made me a wig. I said, who finna pay?
Yeah, $300-$400.
for a nice.
Yeah. When you can do it yourself.
Exactly.
Take your time and make it happen.
Right.
Exactly. I get it.
So yeah, you definitely gotta love yourself, especially when everything is taken from you. Like, cancer took everything from me.
Right.
I lost my home and everything. But it was my choice, because I saw me. I'm not the type that's gonna let a problem hit me in the face and then deal with it. I deal with. I'm 5 steps ahead. I'm like, okay, you know what? These finances not lining up.
Exactly.
So something gotta give. We gotta change something, and we're in a better situation now.
Right, that's good.
Definitely.
That's good. So, what's next? What's next? So we can wrap it up and
Close it on out.
what
Well,
would you like to say to everybody?
Definitely, if you notice any changes in your body, get it checked out. And if your PCP just, slap you on your ass, tell you, take this pill and do this, get a second opinion. And that's where my mistake was. Because if I would have got a second opinion back in February, I probably would have been at stage 1 when it was this small. So thankfully, I caught it when I caught it. It didn't spread to any of my organs, because you know when it spreads to any of your organs, you're stage 4. And stage 4 is the last stage. And all they could do is make you comfortable until your body shuts down. So thankfully, I'm not there.
Right.
And I never want to be there.
You won't.
But definitely be aware. Do your exams. Don't just wait till October when everything is pink and everybody's talking about breast cancer.
Yeah, exactly.
Do something. Do something. I mean, get your regular pap smears. Even if you don't have insurance. There's the health clinic. They do it based on your income. If your income high, just pay it. Get it checked out.
Get it. Yeah,
Right. Because you want to... You can't do nothing if you ain't here.
Exactly. So just be aware of what's going on with yourself. That's my word to everyone. And don't wait till you're 40 to get no mammogram. I don't care if your insurance pay for it or not. Mammograms are not that expensive. I called around. They're about $200. And $200 is something that we can pay, because if we can pay $200 on our weaves and shoes and cell phone bills and sections and bottles and going out and this and that, we cannot do that month.
That's right.
So get it checked out. Like I just found out that one of my good friends had breast cancer at the age of 17, but insurance wants to give you a mammogram at 40. So my daughters will be getting checked out.
Get it checked out.
Yep. You have to pay out of pocket, but you have to make sure you're right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Shanelle, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You, whether you know it or not, you're helping a lot of people.
I really hope this touches just one person.
Anybody. 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 Then you have done your job. You have done.
I have.
So, that is our show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Get your mammograms, your pap smears, take care of yourself, and we will see